won international acclaim. And right now, I wonder if they can just keep that up as we go into draft for game number 2.
All right, let's see who's going to go onto the blue side. Are we going to see a switch? Yes, we are. TLPH goes into the blue. So the Fulvius and Matilda actually are the ones taken away by TLPH. That's what they shined with in the previous one, but they're respecting the possibility of it popping up for Team Falcons, who, of course, will take out the Jushin, will most likely take out the Fanny. But considering that it's Carl Teasy, maybe, just maybe, they'll consider letting the Fanny through.
It might be actually Carl Teasy or a TLPH side who's going to ban out the Fanny, but there you have it. As you mentioned, they go with the Louis instead, as Coach RC squad bans out the Moscow.
Coach RC, are you thinking about a Hanzo Prayo here? Fanny's going to get banned out. They won't forget about that. Granger feels like a good first pick, but they go for Harif instead.
I think for Falcon, I think they can consider picking up an Eve early on right now. They can go Eve Hylos, Eve Granger, if they really just want to go for the reach. Suyo open, so they go ahead and just check that out of the box. Suyo Harith together would have been a nightmare.
Yeah.
But if you don't go for a reach here, Falcon, you're going to have to accept the possibility that a Sicilian might pop up later on for Sanji and TLPH. So with Falcon, they decide to swerve. You know what? We're going to go against the grain. We're going to pick up the Suyo and the Cho right away, while TLPH are already answering with range. They steal the Farsa, so they make sure the Harith's safe, and they get the CC, so the EXP lane matchup, no matter which hero that is on the side of Falcon, should be good for TLPH.
At this point, even if Flapteasy, as you mentioned, secures the glow, gonna get bursted down already by Sanford. But Owen deciding to go for the Cho instead of the... Oh, okay, so Super Marco picks up the Granger, but how about this Cho? Look at Sanji, he picked up the Farsa even if there was a Cho available and already secured by Owen. The guts of Sanji to just, you know, say that, I don't care if you can just infiltrate the front line and go to me whenever I'm using my ultimate. I have a flicker and I'm still going to be able to dish out the damage with my Feathered Airstrike.
Yeah. Picking up the Farsa into the Cho should be fine. It'll only become a problem if Falcon suddenly surprise and they say they pick up something along the lines of a Gatot Kacha into EXP, although it's rare that we see that now. It is most likely a roam Gatot Kacha if ever is going to be there. Question is, does Falcon actually have it in them to do what Onyx PH does sometimes and swerve the Cho into the EXP lane? Now, stats show that that's not a thing that Falcon usually leans on, which is why there's a high chance that this Cho is a roam, and which is why TLPH are actually taking out EXP lane options by banning out the Badang.
Yeah, it feels like a 1% chance that the show does go to XP, but again, we can't really get it out. Like, we can't completely rule it out, right?
Yeah.
Especially since if there's no straight-up counter as CC, I think you agree, right, Renmar? Very few people can actually, very few heroes can actually straight-up deal with the CC. Why not just clear the lane and just leave him there, right? Don't even fight it.
Falcon might end up just picking either an Edith or a Glue for their EXP. So Falcon taking away the Jawhead, that's still one of the best roamers right now. And TLPH are actually banning out the Sicilian. If it's a good partner for the Harith, it's also a good answer to the Harith. So good bans by TL.
Yeah, there's still the Eve.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's true. They didn't even bother banning out the Eve. That's interesting.
They might actually just go Eve Hylos if they want to play super safe, but I want a more proactive EXP laner for Flapteasy.
Is this the right time to pick up that Benedetta?
I mean,
maybe.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
You always want to see it. You always want to see a Selena on the hands of you.
JP with a chip.
Look at that.
I did not expect a chip to be showing up here. By the way, here's a quote by Carl Teasy. When Oheb tried out with the team, he immediately felt that they clicked. For him, it seems like it should have been a much longer... He should have been my teammate sooner. So I feel that he's him. The good fit.
So
Carl Teasy approved.
Carl Teasy 100% approved. Like, even before they met, I felt like you've been my teammate for a long time now.
Yeah, I mean, they faced each other multiple times, so I'm pretty sure they know of each other. But an XP lane that can be proactive might be the Lucas. But as you mentioned before, CC might be a soft counter for Lucas.
It's confirmed he is a hard counter, though.
Hard counter, sorry, against Lucas. But let's see what Flapteasy will... Oh, Still the Lucas.
Still goes for the Lucas. All right, brave choice there. But that puts a lot of pressure on the Lucas and the... Actually, no. If Few has another SPS-esque Selena game, the Lucas might actually be very happy.
That's true. I mean, if the CC can't really throw out those yo-yos, you can't really regen your HP back. That's pretty smart. Like, and that's a lot of pressure on Few this time around to actually hit the Abyssal Arrows. And we might have to get an arrow counter here.
Yeah.
Somewhere, but that'll be a fun time. But yeah.
I mean, if the SPS showed, Few has still definitely got it with the Selena. They weren't able to go as far as the grand finals, but a lot of people were just praising him. If Super Prince of the Selena garnered a lot of acclaim, so did Few with his OG signature pick.
Big throwback to all the earliest seasons of MPL Philippines, season 1, 2, 3, maybe? Where Selena really
Mobile Legends!
Now, despite the nerfs, still really does pack a punch. Let's see if that's going to matter here in game number 2.
All right. Earlier on, we're going to look at the initial rotations. Few helping Kyle Teasy. So a bit with the orange buffer, just trapping it. Same time exit, and yeah, it's going to be a mirror rotate for the two in the center of the map. No clear victory in terms of the trade, so a little bit more conservative, except for JP. Look at him. He's actually helping out Oheb in the goal, trying to get info there. I think respecting the fact that they're up against the Selena.
Yeah, good respect, and they will see that Selena right here. No hits on the Abyssal Arrow, but that just showed where they were on the map.
Ouch.
Even just JP soaking up all the Rhapsody from Super Mario. They really want to get a hold of the bulletproof there, but Kyle Teasy goes in. Luckily, he still hasn't had his Queller there. A stun from Carl Teasy. Now JP goes in. Flicker in as well. No ultimate yet whatsoever, but the pokes coming in from both teams are just... It hurts.
Yeah, a little bit too greedy, a little bit too excited there. Well, was JP to go forward. Good toss of the Abyssal Arrow when Kyle Teasy was running away because it actually stopped TLPH from chasing him. And in terms of the emblems, nothing too crazy. Yeah, everything checked out. Oh, although they did get a mystery shot.
Oh, Carl trying to work on Few. The Few's ready with a trap there in case Carl Teasy decides to go in. Pops his electrifying beats also. And on Team Falcon, still unfazed with how fast TLPH has been rotating.
We're seeing a lot of non-fights here happening, and that's just the nature of it. I'm a little surprised that JP's not as aggressive here, but this time around, I think just waiting for the right target. Kyle Teasy, he's low, he's running.
Electrifying beats! As Carl Teasy draws first blood up against Kyle. Now they're trying to go for a trade up against JP. JP, the trap isn't going to be enough, though, as Few will secure a counter kill.
All right, good response there, TLPH. See the initial rotations downside onto the gold laner for Harith was that they were able to make sure that Oheb is farming up quickly, considering that he did get Bargain Hunter as his emblem talent. Now let's see if they're going to be committing more rotations into the bottom side to make sure that Harith can farm up quicker while Kyle Teasy's rotations are red.
Few still not level 4 yet. On the other hand, Sanji is. JP onto the backline. He has the shortcut ready to be expended. He does. TLPH goes in with the Stampede. Gonna bring down Flap Teasy. Few just trying to work on Sanford as TLPH will secure another turtle. And look at Few. He just got this level 4 just now.
Yeah, with this shortcut, it really is a huge advantage here for TLPH, especially early on. I was not expecting them to get really a lot from that turtle. Luckily enough for Falcons, they didn't lose as much as well. They were also able to catch the waves on the bottom, so I guess that puts Super Marco at a bit of a good position against Oheb. But you'll notice Oheb is still ahead in levels as well.
All right, now TLPH steady. As expected, though, Sanford is very comfortable in the EXP lane right now. Oh, Falcon. At some point, Few's going to have to start hitting Abyssal Arrows left and right, or at least just marking the rotations of TLPH, but JP and TL have been making it quite tricky to read their rotations.
I mean, having a chip adds on to that because you don't know where where the ganks are going to come from. But Few, Abyssal Arrows going to hit onto Sanford. Sanford has the dashes, but Vengeance as well. Few, Kyle Teasy not going to be able to bring down Sanford. A beautiful outplay coming in from Sanford.
What the heck was that vengeance? That caught so much.
Yeah, man. Vengeance just in time, as well as being able to get protected under the turret, considering the 5-minute mark hasn't gone past yet. Good thing Sanford was able to pop it. Stun.
Arrows hit.
So Arrow gonna connect onto JP, but he did cast his ultimate. Sanji goes in, forcing Falcon Esports to retreat once again. TLPH still holding on to a 1.6k gold lead.
Nice use of the shortcut as well. Just get Sanji back onto the lane there relatively quickly.
Goes in with a kick. Gonna try and burst down Sanji. The Abyssal Arrow also connects, and all of a sudden, Sanji is nowhere to be found. Beautiful pick off from Falcon.
Yeah, very clean combo. Ogwin, Flicker, Jeet Kune Do, kick, and Flap TZ and Few just capped it off. Gee, they need a lot more of that to happen, though, to make sure that they find the lead and momentum in this game. Another one.
Speaking of a lot more, Few connects again with the Abyssal Arrow. Gonna connect onto Sanford. He has no vengeance, but JP to the rescue with a shortcut. Gonna connect, and now Carl TZ in the picture. Flap TZ has to walk away. Sanji uses the ultimate to zone out Falcon as both teams try to work on this turtle.
This CC just refuses to go down.
Oh, okay. Ogwin with a conceal, plus the kick onto JP. They might be able to burst him down, and Kyle TZ picks up the kill, but Carl TZ and the rest of the cavalry on the attack once again. Down Kyle. OM strikes again. One member down for Falcon, and TLPH also secures the turtle.
That was beautiful. That was just fantastic here for Sanford. Basically pushing out 2 members and securing those kills as well for the OHEB. OHEB's on 2-0.
Yep, it was a great usage of the Feathered Airstrike actually by Sanji. It deterred the team fight that it looked like Falcon could have re-engaged into once Flap TZ was able to use the Unleash the Beast and Flicker out. After that, they could have re-engaged, but the Feathered Airstrike said no. And then when it got to the Turtle, even though they were able to take down JP, TLPH made the right call of, okay, our roamer's down, we get the Turtle, let's go forward.
Just look at Sanji, the damage from the Curse of Pro plus the Feathered Airstrike. Even up against Spore, he was all alone. Falcon has to respect the damage, but here comes the engage from TLPH once again. The shortcut being used to perfection. Kyle TZ got bursted down.
Man, JP's rotations and usages of the shortcut has been on point. JP and Sanji throughout the series so far have been mint.
OHEB! Trying to work on Flap TZ without Unleash the Beast. Here comes the kick coming in from Ogwin, but they're going to bring down Flap plus Ogwin. Sanford, on the other hand, will fall down in the hands of Few. Now the chase is on. Sanji with a wings by Wingsters trying to connect the Curse of Crow onto Few. Moments away from trying to bring him down, but I think Few will be scot-free. 2 members down for Falcon in exchange for Sanford.
Falcons feels like they're dancing around the damage of TLPH. They can't really absorb it, man. They were playing under tower, TLPH, and they were still able to really beat a lot of Falcons members down to low HP.
Yeah, again, this is just a very tough game for the Lucas because he's your true front. Ogwin's just there for the pick. And then Few actually paired up with Selena as well. Again, this is his signature Selena, the only player to record a Savage using this hero. You know him as one of the best supports in that mentality as a mid laner, but there was a time where he was one of the best killers in the league, and he did it with a Selena. Here's Ogwin with a conceal.
Oh, looking for target. Kick was committed.
No angle.
Oh, no angle though.
Curtain call gonna connect. JP goes in with a shortcut once again. Here comes the whole cavalry, forcing Falcons to retreat. Flap TZ stayed behind, got caught up by 4. Gonna get bursted down in the hands of the cavalry once again. Perfectly executed play coming in from JP.
As clean as you can get though, without suffering any major injuries here. Just low HP on Sanford. He can get that back up real quick. They get that turtle because of their map control.
Yeah, this has 100% gotten out of the talents of Falcons now. TLPH in full control. They look very comfortable. Their rotations are on point. And it looks like we might be on the way to seeing TLPH finally get revenge. But Few and Kyle see Sanji.
All right. Presence of mind there for Sanji. Didn't run into the Cho. That was an easy mistake could be committed by most people.
Oh! Concealed play coming in from the cavalry once
Diving
again.
in.
They're going to try and bring down Super Marco. Super Marco stays alive. Flap TZ with Unleash the Beast, but OHEB.
Look at OHEB.
Force going to zone out the members of Falcon as they bring down a turret into the middle lane. No casualties, but TLPH secures another objective.
That was such a great timed sequence by TLPH, but it was only stopped because the Unleash the Beast flash combo that Flap TZ dished out was able to knock back 3 members of TLPH, stopping that dive into the second turret. TLPH could have continued that. Sanford started off with a curtain call, off of the wings. JP comes in with the conceal and even committing the flicker forward plus the shortcut. But good thing Flapteasy was able to use the combo to stop them.
TLPH, look at them. They seem very confident making advances on the Falcons now.
Abyssal Arrow going to connect onto Sanji, but still no commit from both of these teams. They're trying to work on Kyle Teasy with a feather airstrike. Sanji goes in, might be able to bring down. Kyle Teasy goes in as well. Few has to flicker out. Ooh. Almost 2 members of the Falcons are 1 hit away from being taken down by the cavalry, and with that play, they might be able to take down a mid lane turret.
Way too close recovered here for Falcons. They're not really dying as much, but it feels like they're just dancing around it.
The attempt was there, but the follow-up from TLPH was also there as Falcon. They had an opening,
Lord's
but
up.
no follow-up. Lord's up, and it can't be taken by TLPH uncontested unless Falcon makes a miracle play.
Falcons know that Sanji was forced to use the Purify after that knockup from Ogwen and the kick as well. But at this point, it's going to be way too risky to try and contest. Look at JP conceal yet again. Sanji already committed the airstrike, and now this siege is going to be very tough for Falcons to hold on against.
Yeah. No contest being given by Falcons, knowing that they probably can't get in a good position, and they will get outmaneuvered because of shortcut as well. And at that point, Kyle T said, you know what, I'll just get some levels. Maybe we can make the fight easier, but look at that top side.
All 4 members. TLPH was ready for that shortcut as they try and burst down Ogwen. The damage from Falcon is there, but the problem is a Lord is marching onto the middle lane. They have to defend this if they want to extend the game.
TLPH, I think it just continued this honestly. Good aggression by Oheb, using the Zaman Force to force out resources, allowing the minion wave to go in.
Holy shields out.
This is going to be really tough for Falcons.
Lord sieging in onto the middle lane as Falcons just trying to make quick work of that. Oheb doesn't have a Zaman Force yet, but Ogwen will find an opening for the kick. He does stun Sanford, but Sanford was prepared. Falcons still able to save their mid lane turret, but they get a kill onto Sanford.
That's one, but not the costly loss. Will they try it?
Well, Unleash the Beast coming in from Flapteasy as they try to work on Sanji. JB has to walk away as well. Oheb goes in with a Zaman Force up against 4. He's so strong, but Falcon was able to retreat. No casualties still, but the aggression from TLPH is there once again. Flapteasy goes in.
Oh, look at Carl!
Beast just trying to work on Ogwen. Look at Carl. No casualties still. A lot of ultimates, a lot of skills has been casted, but Falcon was able to defend that.
We're seeing signs of life here for Falcons. It feels like their pokes are now getting more solid. And you know what? They can maybe go for this again.
Oh, shortcut is here. Here comes the cavalry. Zaman Force coming in from Oheb. It's called easy. Picks up a kill. A mega kill coming in from the Filipino sniper. 2 members are down for the Falcons. They might have an end angle here as they have minions onto the top lane as they work on the inhibitor turret. 3 members are left to defend for themselves. Here comes Carl Teasy as well. They're clearing the minions. This might be a sweep for the cavalry. They're trying to lock onto the base. Falcon, will they be able to defend? Field is gone. An unstoppable. A double kill from Oheb. They have minions onto the middle lane, and the cavalry reigns supreme over a familiar foe.
And it's going to be a sweep, ladies and gentlemen, for TLPH on their first game of MPL Philippines Season 15.
Last season, this roster of Falcons swept TLPH twice. Before that, kept breaking their hearts in 7-game grand